Yo, what's going on everybody? It's SoCalExploring back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about the new attraction announced by SeaWorld San Diego earlier this week called Tidal Twister. It's their brand new attraction that they're bringing to SeaWorld opening May 2019. We're going to get into all the details, everything that I received in the press release from SeaWorld, and I'm going to be talking about my thoughts and just all the juicy details that some of you guys have questions about Tidal Twister at SeaWorld San Diego. So without further ado, let's hop right into the video. So first, let's talk about where the location is going to be. So if you've been to SeaWorld, we have a stage that is that hosts the show Cirque de la Mar, and basically it holds the Cirque du Soleil show at SeaWorld. It's the only show that has like a stage in the water, I guess. I don't know if that's the best way to describe it. Basically, it's in the very left-hand corner of the park at the very bottom, and it's kind of hidden. This is where the Shipwreck Rapids ride is at, and the Starfish used to be at. They have tide pools there now. It's kind of not really used anymore. I forget why the Starfish are gone, but they have a sign up there telling why the Starfish aren't there. And there's also an aquarium called Aquaria there. This is going to be placed in that very back corner, I'm assuming, where they have walled off, that they're going to be destroying the bathrooms over there and making more room for this ride. Now, this ride is not very big, so it doesn't require a lot of space, but I'm just afraid that with the space that they're working with, I don't feel like they're going to be able to do a whole lot of theming, which I'm kind of worried about because I do like theming in different attractions. We have a little bit of theming in Electric Eel, but it is a fairly big space for them that they had to work with, and it came out really nice, which I extremely enjoy. So I'm just hoping that they don't they actually have enough space that in order to theme around this attraction and have a nice area for this attraction. I do think that they have a lot of room to work with there as far as theming goes. I think that it's going to be like how they did with Electric Eel, where it was fairly a small place that they originally sculpted it for. It was like that little area where they held special events, and it was very, very tiny. And what they did was they kind of destroyed more areas to make more room at that place, because there definitely wasn't that much room where you see now. Like, there wasn't that much space for Electric Eel. They just made space, which I feel like they're going to do with this location as far as building Tidal Twister goes and everything around it. The tide pool's still going to be there. I believe that it's going to be adjacent from it, and I think some of the track may go over it. Who knows? That'd be cool if it did, but that'd be difficult to pull off, only because it's going to be only 16 feet above the ground. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Now let's get into the details of it. What is the ride? So it's going to be a ride directed more to, I guess, like a family coaster, but still has that thrill to it. So nobody get their hopes up, like, oh my god, this is going to be such a big coaster, because that's not what it's going to be. It's an attraction, if anything. It's going to reach a maximum of 30 miles per hour, and riders are going to twist and bank as if they are riding the tide along a tight figure 8 track that includes dynamic 0G roll at the center section. Now, there's going to be 2 trains. Both these trains are going to hold 16 passengers, and they're going to load at 2 different sides of the figure 8. Now, basically what's going to happen is they're going to cross over in the figure 8 right in the center when they're doing those rolls, and they're going to be facing, the cars are going to be facing both forwards and backwards, so you can get that thrill of being in either one. And basically it's going to, if you guys have ever been on Twisted Colossus, it's going to have that effect where you're rolling and you can almost feel like you're high-fiving the other car, which is cool. It's the first of its kind in San Diego, because we've never had something like that. The height requirement is going to be 48 inches if you guys wanted to kind of get a feel of how intense this ride is, I guess. The cars and the seats and the restraints and everything from the concept art, they look somewhat comfortable. I mean, they're just the ones that come over your shoulders, and hopefully it's not like the comfort collars at Electric Eel, because I just really don't like those, to be completely honest. But my opinion on this is, I am excited for it because it's a new attraction coming to SeaWorld, and I think that they do need a lot more attractions there. It's not going to be a big thrill ride, like I said, for those of you who are expecting it to be like this big roller coaster. Well, it's not. That's just how it is. They don't have a lot of space to work there with it, but you got to give credit where credit's due to SeaWorld for even thinking about this and just using up that space that is just kind of there, you know. It's like, okay, why not put an attraction there? You know, it's gonna bring more guests, it'll help with the crowd levels, and it's gonna add more of that fun factor to go into SeaWorld for people in San Diego and people visiting. And I do think that SeaWorld's trying to do that. You obviously have the parks in Orlando and San Antonio that have a lot more attractions than the one in San Diego does. So I'm all for it. I'm happy for it, and it seems like they're announcing projects every year now. Just like last year, around the same time, we got the Electric Eel announcement, and it opened around the same time as Tidal Twister is going to be opened up. So I'm looking forward to the future for SeaWorld, and I'm actually fairly excited for this attraction. It's going to be purple. It's going to be like a dark purple, which I kind of like the track being purple. I don't know, I just like colors like that. So I'm happy for it. That's all I have to say. It's definitely a great addition to SeaWorld, and I can't wait for it to open. It's gonna be good, guys, and I can promise you that it's gonna be a good fit for SeaWorld San Diego, and just the whole concept behind it and the whole concept of like riding the tide. I do think that's a really cool concept, and I'm happy for it, guys. That's all I can say. I'm excited and I'm happy for it. Once more details come around and construction starts, that will all be on my channel. So if you're new, click that subscribe button. And I do theme park videos all over the place. Currently it is the haunt season, and I'm taking a little break from haunt season to do this video, but I have all the haunt videos up. Then Christmas will come around, I'll be doing all the Christmas videos and vlogs and Disneyland, SeaWorld, all that good stuff. So if you're new here, click that subscribe button, because you're not going to want to miss any of these videos. Make sure to give this video a like, comment if you enjoyed it, follow the SoCalExploring team down below. Becky and Katie all trying to help me build this brand, SoCalExploring. That's going to do it for this video, guys. With that being said, like I always say, positivity is key, guys. Don't let anything stop you. Just screw those negative barriers. But remember to keep exploring. Peace.